got some interstellar gator skin boots, and a helter-skelter around a little finger, and I ride it endlessly. She's got a Barbarella silver swimsuit, and when she needs to shelter from reality, she takes a dip in my daydream. My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without her catching the light. The horizon tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye. Just not attaching to the mind and soul. It can be shared. Arabella's got a 70s head, but she's a modern lover, it's an exploration. She's made of outer space, and her lips are like the galaxy's edge, and her kiss the color of a constellation.
All righty. We got David Castro, R.O. in the house, X-Mask. Good to see everybody. Been a while since I did a live stream. Gone with John in the chat. Making some good videos, Mr. John. All is well. Just finished a bike ride today. 60 degrees in Utah, and I just did a bike ride. I've ridden every month. We just have had very little snow. In fact, resorts have been closing. Timmy Kramer, the forever bachelor, my best advice for a young man, make money and save it. No debt and don't get married. That was the Arctic Monkeys. Decent band out of the UK. Delart, good to see you. Elwood in the chat. John Hoshin, hopefully I said that right. Good to have everybody here. Why men are never going to win chasing women. Well, biology says that when a man chases a woman, the woman doesn't like the man. He'll try to do everything. I got buddies that have chased women, bought them all sorts of stuff. Showered them with compliments and validation, only to be left in the dust. People say, oh, well, these women, they want to be chased. They want to be shown validation and attention. The more you do it, the more the man suffers. The man is not on his purpose. The woman should never be the central part of his life. I had to learn it. I thought growing up that we were supposed to literally keep them as, do everything in our power to honor them, love them, validate them, give them attention, be that doting gentleman. Only to realize that programming, that thought ideology doesn't work. Doesn't save relationships. It's absolutely the opposite, which is ignore them, don't treat them well, and they chase you. So men, if you're chasing women, you're never going to win. Bottom line, you'll lose a lot of money. You'll lose a lot of sleep. Your emotions are going to get whacked out, and you will become a shell of the man that you once were. That's a great song too, John. I like that disc actually. With these songs, it's the same disc that I played that song on. Ladies need men, only they should be chasing. Correct. If guys knew that, I tell my sons this all the time. I say, if you like a gal, let her chase you. Ignore her. Watch what happens. Now, I'm not saying go get married or anything. I'm saying if you want to play that game, if you chase a woman, you're screwed. She is going to get bored. Again, remove your attention to gain their attention. It's as simple as that. But men don't have the patience. They're worried that the woman will forget them. And so they go through their delusion, and they will do everything to literally wait as a little puppy dog for that woman to get back to them. Again, men will not win. They will knock you off your purpose. We've all been through it. And we have to remind ourselves, you chase a woman, and you really have to change your ideology of women at this point. You have to really look at them. They don't have the same programming. They don't have the same biology. They don't have the same brain biology that we do, operating system wise. They think differently. They're emotional versus logical. And so, but we treat them as literally, or we have treated them in the past as literally, whatchamacallit, princesses. These almost like idolizing them. We've all done it. Where did it get us? If they chase you, they have bad intentions as our results. Europe, good to see you. Just did a bike ride this morning in the sauna. Protect and provide, pure horseshit to slave for a woman. I see Timmy Kramer saying, pure horseshit. Good to see Metal Gear. Women should only be left behind. Now, they have a place in society, but we all, at one point, we wouldn't be here if we didn't chase a woman. We all had chased a woman in this lifetime, the majority of us. Either chased them into marriage or chased them in a relationship and we got left or whatever. Or we got divorced or it just didn't work out. And you see other relationships. I got a buddy. He's been with this gal for 4.5 years, never tells her he loves her, doesn't text her. This chick, and they're in their, she's late 50s, he's early 60s. And she is chasing this guy. He goes, I don't talk to her. I don't give her any validation. I don't invite her anywhere. She will come at a beck and call. She chases me all day long. It doesn't matter the age. And I said, the opposite is when he was chasing his ex-wife, she got bored. And she discarded him. I said, Jim, you can't chase these women. So he's allowing this chick in his life and coming over, scratching his back, giving him a BJ or whatever they do. And then he sends her home. And this woman is in love with him. It's happened to me multiple times. Women, they just ignore him. They just go nuts. They'll do anything at any hour. Men lose a lot of their emotional strength when they chase women. Women should only be left behind. Metal Gear. If she is chasing you, it's only about what she can take from you. Looks, money, status. If you don't have any of these traits, she will never contact you. Says Europe. RB, ignore a married woman and she will chase you ironically. Truth. Carl in the chat, it's not the chasing, it's the need for validation that most men will sacrifice without regards for themselves. Well said. They're not chasing you, they're chasing the validation. And if you don't give them the validation or attention, they're going to continue to chase you. Women don't miss you. They miss the validation and the attention and the awareness you gave to them. They don't love men the way that men love women. They don't miss men the way men miss women. They miss certain things. Now, always keep them guessing. That's why being a degenerate, a bum, literally doing your own thing and not giving a damn is why you see these losers. And I've seen them, ugly dudes with hot chicks. Because they don't care. The less you care, the more they care. I've seen I remember, geez, I like this one gal and I cared a lot. Guess what? She didn't care. She treated me like a fan. I treated her like a celebrity. Right? Now, this isn't a dating channel. This is just saying if you chase a woman, and we have multiple men that have gone back to the plantation only to come back and say, I chased her. I thought I could hold red pill frame. I thought I could allow my emotions to take, to be benched. No. Men need to be patient and realize that really most women are just 5-year-olds with breasts. That's it. They freak out emotionally. They're delusional. They don't have control of their feelings. They're not as strong. And yet we treat them like they're these incredible, and I'm not saying women aren't incredible in their own way, but Christian, good to see you. We treat them in ways that we shouldn't be treating them. And so we suffer. When you chase a woman, you forfeit your frame, says RB. Well said, brother. Average woman, Why do the men I want don't want me? And the men that want me, I don't want. That's exactly what we're talking about. Results. Ignoring a married woman is so true. It happens. Mayor, bodybuilding. Good to see you. You can only control yourself. Well said. If men really understood and learn how to be emotionally strong and put themselves first, they wouldn't give a damn if the woman didn't text them or didn't call them or didn't want to see them. They'd be on, who cares? I'm doing my own thing. Sammy, good to see you, brother. Hold frame. The biggest red flag number is, why is nobody taking her serious? There you go. There you go, Christian. John says, Rad is given an hour of info in 5 minutes. I mean, if I would have known these things back in the day. I have a story about a high school girl. Her name was Tammy Hudson. We were friends. I never found her attractive. She was all about me. She wanted to hang out with me. She wanted me to be her boyfriend. Well, I wasn't into her. And she had this guy that she liked. Shania Twain is a liar. Women chase men that don't exist. Black Bill Packer, way to go, brother. So her name was Tammy Hudson, and she liked this guy. He went to a neighboring high school. He was half black guy, smart, athletic, half black guy at a neighboring high school. Everybody knew about him because he played sports. Well, she loved this guy. She was in love with him. This guy didn't give her the time of day. Nothing. He ignored her. She tried to get him to like her and all this crap, and it never happened. Well, 6 months into this chick was persistent. This Tammy girl, friend of mine. And she kept going after him. Finally, he caved. They went on a date. Well, it turns out she's like, guess what? I'm going on a date with this guy. I'm so stoked. And she'll say, marry the beta so she can say, hey, I'm not that bad. There you go. And 2 weeks later, and I hadn't seen her. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, I was hanging out with him for a little bit, but I don't like him anymore. And I'm like, what? You spent 6 months trying to get this guy. This is like learning red pill before I even know what it was. And she says, well, I don't like him anymore because he likes me now. She told me that. And I'm like, no wonder. Oh, so you want me to like you, knowing this is your game plan? The moment the guy likes you back, you don't like him anymore. And this is so true today as it was when I was 17 years old, 36 years ago. Ask hard questions. How much debt does she carry? When was the last time she cooked dinner for a man? Well, she washed the man's truck every Sunday. Attaboy. Well said, Timmy. Terrible shit results. RW, good to see you in the chat. Rad, how dare you dox Tammy Hudson? Well, she's married now. But yeah, she lost track for a few years back. Modern women got scoliosis in the back, and she wants the best man. Well said. Well said. You're up. Not even perfume would turn me on. Travel the world is more fun than getting laid, right? Well, if man can control his biology, which is extremely difficult for most men, it happens. Warrior for God 59. There are too many ways for a man to get falsely blanked of blank or worse nowadays, pursuing women, and the judicial system is it. Yeah, that's another thing. Well said. That could cause issues. Men, even though they like a woman, she could say, he's stalking her. Weird stuff. Great comment, Warrior for God. She must only sense that you like her. Exactly. The less you like her, the more she likes you. It's as simple as that. But the men will seek. They will try to get her to call him back, double text. They'll do all this shit to be relevant in her life. Validate her, give her attention. That's exactly the opposite of what she wants. Oh, she says she wants it. She doesn't want it. To chase her is to give her the wrecking ball over your future. Ooh. It's exactly what we're talking about. Exactly. So men, channel that energy that you think you would want to give to a woman and put it back on yourself. Right? Ed, chasing women, no way. There are a couple of them at work trying to see if I chase them, but I don't give them any attention. Exactly. When I go to the grocery store or the gym, and I look at these guys, I don't even look at them. Because all the simps in there, 99% of all men are looking at all the women. It's the men that don't look. Never chase fat women. Oh, remember the old no fat chick sticker? Oh, those are funny. Just like the truck nuts. I saw a guy driving a truck and he had truck nuts and the no fat chicks, and I laughed like hysterically. Motorcycles are better than women because they don't nag. Attaboy. Big world. Is my voice the same? Probably. It's an interesting question. I mean, obviously, I'm more professional in my sales presentations, but, here I'm a little bit loose. Robert Palmer, I didn't mean to turn you on. Attaboy. Chasing women, lose your respect, says Trogue. Lose your self-respect, lose your money and your time. 100%. When I have a date and want to dump her, I will tell her, I will make a phone call. I'll be back. She is waiting for me and I'm driving back home. She'll want you even more after that. Indeed, I need to get a motorcycle license. Attaboy. Rigs in the house. I drive Hondas. I tubby girl chassis. Tubby girl chassis will. Damn it. Hold on. I got to do something here. All right. I drive Hondas. Tubby girl chassis will scrape. Attaboy, Riggs. If men dress like women to do in the gym, they would be thrown out. Mm-hmm. I saw a man in denim shorts at Walmart that I found attractive. The two toddlers with her made me go, nope. I saw a mom in denim shorts at Walmart. There you go. Yeah. Taking on women and all of that baggage. Look, there are beautiful women, but behind that beauty is massive damage. And men don't think that. They think they're going to come in and it'll be different. Whereas Alice Cooper would say her lips are venomous poison. Ooh. Alice Cooper for the win. Bring back the dowry and the means paid for home. Skin in the game for the man. Attaboy. Doesn't Curry Richard's eyes? She looks like a psychopath. You watching the court? That's just 30 miles from me. Killing or deleting her husband. Happens. A lot of these women. Mom jeans are turnoffs, even if they're in them. Well said. Singletown in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Singletown putting out some live streams lately. Guys, go check out his channel. If a woman is talking to me in the gym, I tell her directly, I'm not interested. You know the best thing I find if you have met a gal or a gal likes you? You're not my type. I'm not attracted to you. Do you know what that woman's going to do? She is going to try to get you to be attracted to her. Allowing women to vote and work is the biggest mistake we could have made as society. Warrior for God. They're emotional. Unfortunately, it's never going to go back to where it was unless this whole world is obliterated and we start as caveman again. If a woman is talking to me in the gym, I tell her directly I'm not interested. There you go. Corey Richard's mom may have deleted a boyfriend, says Mayor. Yeah, they're whacked. I mean, look, it runs downstream, mother to daughter. Oh, you just ended your stream? Gotcha. I just figured I'd go live right away. Armor of the Wildfire, Tao Chi. There you go. Yeah, it's a lot lower in Utah than a lot of places, but there's been some weird deletions of emotional men towards their ex-wives where it's whacked. Reverse psychology works on little kids too. Similarities. There's a gal that I hung out with, and we went on a date, and she was throwing attitude. So finally, I just said, "Gosh, you're just not my type." Boy, did that change that whole conversation. She put her in her place because what was she thinking? That I was into her. No, I said, "No, you're not my type." Oh, she spent the next half hour trying to swoon me over. Well, at the end of the night, she was, let's just say we were horizontal. That's how it works. I get weird looks when I say I am retired from dating and they ask me if I'm a virgin. I turn around and say my virginity grew back when they, and then they really look at me weird. Attaboy. That would be a funny thing, Riggs. Maybe the prostate will be lower. If man is kissing a woman, 80% chance you are drinking the milk from Chad. There you go. Curry Richens was competing with her husband. Yeah, she was, not very smart. Going into massive debt, just not smart. Shaka in the house. Good to see our brother Shaka. What's up, brother? Where you been? The horizontal mambo. There you go. Born again virgin women are just master manipulators, for they grifting from the church. Nothing is sacred to the modern female. One of the best books I've read was The Predatory Female by Lawrence Shannon. Reverend Lawrence Shannon. He talks a lot about Christian women. They're not as Christian and innocent as one would think. Some are like, well, I can meet them at the church because they're God-fearing, Bible reading women. Mm-hmm. Ask Shaka about the religious women. The Spearman in the chat. Good to see you. Good women are in church. She's not taking the plea deal because she is delusional. Most women are chasing the devil because their standards are 6 foot 6 figure, 6 pack, and 6 inches, 666. There you go. Black pill backer for the win. Tom Brady is divorced. Even Cristiano Ronaldo's wife is making 304 pictures on Instagram. It doesn't matter who you are, guys. If you give attention, what happened? Tom Brady was with one of the hottest models in the world. And she's worth a shit ton. I think she's worth more than Tom Brady. But she's nailing her personal trainer. What does that tell you? The personal trainer didn't give a damn. Didn't have the money that Tom Brady had or the status. Tom Brady got boring. She lost attraction to Tom Brady because he got boring. He was the same guy. Not another Lamborghini would fix that. So she's nailing the personal trainer. She can't pay her $5,000 to her ex. Oh, did you guys ever see Wild Things with her? Her and Nev Campbell. Ooh, those are the days. And her ex was abusive. Shaka says Christian women, oxymoron, attaboy. It's tough out there. You just have to carry yourself different. You got to literally put a new program in your head. Women use religion as a shield for being a hoe, says Mayor of Bodybuilding. Couldn't agree more. They talk about that movement, don't they? And his kids couldn't fix that. Well said, Christian. And she's banging the personal trainer. Taking a war bride is not the objective. It's only just a prerogative. There you go. Oh, back in the John Wayne days, the Steve McQueen days, the Marlon Brando, old Marlon Brando, when men were on purpose, and then it shifted. Screens have a lot to do with it. Our society, our programming, it's whacked. Polo in the house. You will get hurt badly if men play a rigged game. Just don't play it. There you go. Wild Things was pretty good. That and Crush. There you go. I did like Wild Things. Matt Dillon was in that. I follow Christ's path on my own terms. I don't belong to a church or congregation. When they want to bastardize it by allowing a female preacher to talk, it's a joke and blasphemous. There you go. There's a meetup in apparently, not sure Vegas, but Orlando. I unfortunately will not be attending. I have other priorities. Lois Lane boned Superman, then pondered, is he the best I can do? Avoid them, gents. We are winning. Attaboy. Tom Brady had it all. It wasn't enough. No. He had status. He had the height. He had the six pack. He was athletic, worth a shit ton of money. A fucking stallion on the football iron. And guess what? She still left him. Most TV commercials make the man out to be a bumbling fool, and the woman is the powerful decision maker. All by design, right, Timmy? Old school cars. There you go. I've seen a bunch of old school cars. They're going for big dollars out here. Old trucks like from the 70s with the square headlights. I just stashed away 70K, live below your means. I'll stash away 6K a month. Attaboy. You don't need much to live. Don't need much to live. That's a big programming issue too. Oh, you need $10 million for retirement. No, you don't. You can do 200 grand if you know how to do it right. Cheating also begins when she is just looking naughty at other men. I believe you are right, Singletown. Everybody can do this. Jawara in the chat. Good to see you, bro. I noticed you called the other day, but I was in a meeting. What's up, Jawara? New cars and trucks are fucking garbage. They're not built well, that's for sure. Engines are break-in, transmission. A lot of the hoses are made out of really crappy plastics. Big World says women are strategic in who they marry. I would agree with that statement, the majority. A 1990 older Crown Vic, attaboy. Those are pretty cool. She'll never be happy because she is not happy with herself. Well, most women, they have done studies that most women are not happy until they're over 85 years old. In fact, a woman's magazine did that article. You can do it for 250. Sure you can. I think using celebs as an example is backwards. The Tom Brady. Celebs definitely do have a different world. Be smart. Enjoy your time with no kids or child support, gents. I do. That's a problem. You know, what's interesting, Shaka, is yeah, we kind of put these celebs. Oh my gosh, they went through it. Then I'm not too bad, right? If I had to go through it and they had to go through it, then we're equal. But they're going through it is much different. I have to agree with that statement. I believe the harlots of old and their teachings are resurrected into modern feminism and are instruments of Satan to break all men's will. Possibly. You just have to go back to Eve. Plastic oil pads. Yeah, I think I read something, Trog, or saw something. Let's be real. Do you see women marrying a guy who is a loser? No, but they'll bang him. Men's USA hockey reminds us women despise. Yes. Well said, Mayor. Female celebrities are nuts. I would agree. Can you imagine the massive amounts of dopamine they get from the attention? The sheriff's office called and wants to meet up Wednesday. I may be returning if the deal is right. Ah, okay. Cool. Religion is just clearing house for semi-retired 304s. Buying Temu products. I've never bought a Temu product. Imagine how many married men will die miserable. A lot of them. 100 years ago, La Familia of Brady's wife would have criticized her and would have told her that she brought shame to the family and would cut her off. Sure. That was then, right? 304, a single mother by choice, nagging, complaining, and always comparing herself with other couples. Divorce is guaranteed. It's difficult to maintain relationships. It just truly is. One of them, it's the man that cares. Usually it's the man that cares the most. And that's why they go south. Ask any therapist. They'll tell you. There's always somebody that has more power in the relationship. And the one with more power is the one that makes the decisions. And usually in marriages, especially in the West, women carry the power because the man doesn't want to disrupt the peace, quiet, and freedom that he hides in his, whatever. He wants to keep the peace. 304s and fat women have bad hygiene. Yep. Well, the nuclear family with The nuclear family gone, there is not going to be much more than a healthy relationship with women. Yeah, the nuclear family is not something that is, sought after anymore for the majority of people. There are some couples that do definitely seek it, but it's challenging. 100 grand a year is not the same. Well said. Are you in the President's Club? Yes, I've made the President's Club multiple years. Dating in the 2026 is like this. You have to be a millionaire to date a professional 304 with a body count over 90,000. I'm seeing more anti-God and anti-Christian narratives pushed by this younger generation and support for... Absolutely. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's shocking how many men are terrified of their wives and girlfriends. Well, it all started with the fact that they let the woman cut them down. I mean, that it all happened. It happens to every man for the most part. You try to keep the peace. You try to make her happy. You try to do the things. And guess what? She gets even more angry at you because you're chasing her happiness. You're chasing the things to get her to be happy and calm and not upset at you or whatever. It always backfires. I don't know where Rev is and all the wrenches. I've seen a lot of, I don't get a lot of views anymore. I think a lot of folks are kind of just, that used to come to the channels are just doing their own thing now. Maybe they're not as interested in the red pill anymore. And, we've been talking about it for 15, 20 years now. I've been going, this is my 7th year, and I didn't start. I was listening back in 2014, 15. So, and people were way before me. A lot of women sleeping around, a lot of stinky tuna boats, a lot of women complaining about money, but they want a millionaire lifestyle. There you go. I would agree with that statement. I brought my own. There you go. I don't get a lot of trolls on here. Not too worried about it. She doesn't care about the kids, her husband, the house. All she cares about is her career. You can't be a career woman and a domesticated wife, mother. Adrian, good to see you, brother. My experience, women want a strong male leader, but will fight you constantly for leadership. If you ever relent, you are toast. 100%. The moment you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. I was shopping in the grocery store, Aldi. I saw a couple. The man was asking his wife, baby, please, I want to eat cheese. Can you buy it? He was asking her like a little kid. How is that just not surprising? I've seen it multiple times. Let me go ask my wife. Someone knocks on the door to sell you something. I need to ask my wife. My dad never said that. He would buy or not buy if someone came to he never asked my mom. Modern feminism has made them sloths and envious, hateful, with immorality as the new norm. Correct. I am shadow banned. After my ex and I separated after 22 years of marriage, she hooked up with her old high school teacher boyfriend and he dumped her. There you go. It happens all the time. That's par for the course, RB. That's what it was supposed to be, says Shaka. There you go. Imagine being Curry Richard's kids, major red pill. There you go. She'll take half. Actually, she wants all of it. Typically. Hammerhand is going to do his rumble. There you go. I think a lot of MGTOWs leave because they're inundated with all this crazy liberals telling them they're blank, blank, blank for being good, or simply walking away from the matrix. Would you trade your freedom life as it now for an ideal like 1950s Ward and June Cleaver? Oh, no. I mean, I'm fine where I'm at now. There was a time when you're going through the red pill, and there's many of us that have thought, well, what if our marriage worked out? You know, what if we all got married, not to get divorced, but what if it would have worked out? You know, but it didn't. We have to accept it and move on. But I do like my peace, quiet, and freedom. And I'm at that stage where, again, my youngest is turning 21, the other 25, the oldest I don't talk to. And it's got a lot of freedom to do. Life changes because your kids obviously are left the coop, and you know, that changes just because they're doing their own thing now. So I get to do my own thing. 90% of red pill coaches are simps behind closed doors. They are married and simps. Please. Of course they are. I feel like the red pill is dying slowly. It's funny, David, I think you're right. Absolutely right. It's funny that there's these coaches, you know, like a life coach, and these life coaches are all in debt. They've all been divorced 3 or 4. I mean, they're like, how are you coaching someone? You have no results for yourself. Those that can't coach those that need a coach become a coach. I'm about to start my last year of child support. It'll be nice to raise my net income. Attaboy. I remember when I wrote the last check. I don't talk to my kids, but that is from their mom. Yeah? A lot of us in that boat. Red pill is in enlightenment through a lot of men use it to still engage with women for carnal pleasure, which they all still suck on that blue pill mindset. I agree. Absolutely. Shaka, I wouldn't trade the life I have now for the so-called good old days for the mid-century. Yeah. I mean, I think time probably went a lot slower back then, just based on the lack of technology. Most people are myopic, number one, with their vision because they look at screens all day. They have no attention span. They can't hold sentences with people. You know, it is what it is. Passport bros are not winning. They are also simps. They pay for the box. Well said. John, appreciate it, brother. We just have to continue to remind us men that we are valuable, that the game is rigged against most of us if we follow the programming of what society tells us. Yes, it would be great if that programming was real or was led to a good result, but it doesn't anymore. And it's not ever going back. We are not going back. The newest pill will be the black pill, possibly. I was red pilled myself in the 80s, even when female nature was horrible. It's close. When I found Christ as the path, I lived by the rest of my life and found my peace with it. Well, good for you. Whatever you guys do to get peace, quiet, and freedom is the key. That is why I call myself Black Pill Jesus. Shaka. All right, let me do my legs here. You are the Black Pill Jesus. Shaka and I have actually hung out last year. It is crazy how you can unsee this messed up society. You can't unsee this. Yeah, it's not going back. I mean, the best thing men can do is begin to detach from the vices that we have, whether it be substances, food, alcohol, screens, being addicted to sports or video games, and doing things for ourselves. You know, if you're bored, go to the gym, work on yourself, hike, bike, do the things, paint, use your hands and your feet to do something. Put your phone away. That's a great thing. Every Saturday I hike the waterfall. Love it. Yeah, it's the same waterfall. I'll hike another one when it opens up, but I turn my phone off. I think I really like when I do those things because I literally keep the phone in the car. Or sometimes I'll take it and I'll turn it off. I'll take a picture of the waterfall and be done. But the lack of no frequency and pings and dings and sounds is literally try to turn your phone off for an hour and go outside. A lot of red pill guys are still thirsty. The new red pill is black pill. Attaboy. Her strategy to leave our marriage was to land me in blank by a blank. That's always an option on their menu. Well said. Mine tried to do the same thing. It's not about hating women. It's about saying the truth about female nature. I'm a Chad, 2 times divorced, lost over 150K, didn't see my daughter now for 7 years, parental alienation. Yep, a lot of us have gone through that. Your story with your daughter is heartbreaking. Well, it is what it is. Joara. What's even more crazy is how some still don't see it. Yeah. Black pillars are nihilistic or very preoccupied with getting earthly pleasure with degenerate women. It's the last resort for a lost person, in my opinion. I was married 2 times to Arabic Muslim women. Feminism is a worldwide problem. I agree with that statement. Big world. I remember my great aunt who was born in 1937. In her generation, the word divorce was a taboo word. She lived into her 80s. Well said. She had no idea how much the time. Oh, absolutely. People had a different caliber of morality back then. I don't think morality really exists anymore. Shaka says, black pill isn't nihilism. I put my phone away. It feels good. My advice for all brothers is don't waste your time. Invest your time in health and wealth. And don't forget who helped you in your bad times and who wanted to destroy yourself. Well, take the black pill discussion between you two. There's a lot of ideas and generalizations about all pills, actually. Yeah, there's a version, there's Freaky Jersey Tales was pretty versed in the black pill, and Shaka as well, but I never really dabbled. I have a little bit of an understanding of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, everyone can free to disagree. Let's keep it real. Different opinions, agree to disagree. The biggest simp song is called It's Cheaper to Keep Her. There you go. It's interesting. Women will still talk about their demands from men and what they deserve. We just talk about why we are gun shy and how the risk outweighs the. Absolutely. I think I'm not anti having my son has a girlfriend. I just try to tell them that, women and men are different. And if you go down the rabbit hole of thinking that she is the one, you're going to probably be disappointed. They should look up the word nihilism. Why do you think morality doesn't exist anymore? I think because of the attention and validation this world craves. I think morality, the caliber of morality, has decreased significantly. If she disrespects me once, she will see the highway. In other words, big world, a lot of folks, your word doesn't mean shit anymore as it once did years ago. Shaka, no such thing as incels. You're wrong. Okay, we won't go that way. You see those cats that run on that circle toy? They ain't going nowhere. Stop chasing her. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I mean, chasing a woman is just going to put you in the back seat. That's as simple as that. At the end of the day. Right? Modern women talk about demands. It's like a trash bag is talking to a man. Yeah, Warrior for God. There's still guys in our chat, and in fact, a lot of chats that still go out with ladies. We have monks, we have all sorts. Try to keep it neutral in terms of how we're going to discuss female nature, male nature, what men need to be doing, be recognizing about life to keep on a path that brings them satisfaction and happiness or peace. So it is what it is. Very interesting turn of events the last couple of days, right, Joara? Crazy. Yeah, we got several monks. Results, Singletown. Every time she will say my ex was abusive, controlling, toxic, and a narc, and she did nothing. Happens. Yep, he sure did. How does that saying go? No such thing as a incel if they have $20. I think all of the terms, if you think about it, have been misused. Like the word narcissist, that's been everyone's a narcissist it, based on the definition. If you want to do your own thing, you're a narcissist. If you want to go and get ice cream when everybody else wants to get pie, you're a narcissist, right? It's been overused. And I think it is what it is. The term incel, the term black pill, the term red pill, the term blue pill. We just have to figure out an understanding that makes sense to us. I mean, again, this channel isn't about one direction or another direction. It's just to keep men safe and share experiences. Why does she want 50-50 in the divorce, but doesn't want 50-50 when dating? Well said. There you go. Yeah, still planning. I mean, Mexico is Mexico. There's always, it comes in waves. I talked to a couple guys down in the area where I'm at, and they're like, for a couple days it was crazy, but it's fine. You can't let things stop you. Black pill has evolved since 2016. Some red pill and MGTOW have moved and adopted black pill because red pill has become blue pill. Yeah. I mean, it sure has gone that way. 3 years monk, don't miss having a woman or having my direction and energy diverted and robbed by one. I don't pay for the Hot Pocket if I can afford it. It's too low quality. There you go. Interesting. Yeah, I just think it's overused. Warrior says, I just see it as I have observed it in my decades with the philosophy. Black pill is misused, and changing the definition to fit people's narrative is ridiculous. I guess everybody has to decide what it means for them. I mean, there's a lot of history of all of this going back for several years, back to what was that site called? Hersuit site or something. It was a online deal. I remember reading it probably in 2010. Some of you old schoolers probably know what it was. Poopy Pants wanted 3 cups of ice. Trump wanted 3. There you go. We called it before survival mode. Every law is against them, especially family laws. There you go. Flying the sheriff helicopter. Ooh, see if they can train you on it. That'd be cool. Yeah. Joe Biden's eating an ice cream cone somewhere. Big World says, are there peaceful and quiet places in Utah? Sure. There's actually, I mean, if I went down to Mexico and decided, I'd rather just be in the States, I would probably go down to Moab area, outside of Moab, and just live down there. Maybe Bryce Canyon. I'm not focused on one color pill or another. I'll just seek to remain where the harsh truths and make my choices accordingly. Yeah, it's guys, whatever is peaceful for you, knowing the pitfalls, the traps, all that shit. Shaka says, this is why I don't like explaining stuff anymore. It is what it is, right? If there's no good men, there's a lot of 304s getting pregnant. There you go. Jim Crow Joe has clones. There you go. I would never learn to deep dive in the frigid weather. I'll stay on patrol. My first awakening to this reality was by fire when the law knocked on my door one morning and I had 5 minutes to leave on a false alligator. Well, we know that a lot of ladies do use the government to enforce what they want. It happens all the time. For me, it doesn't matter which movement is right, red pill, black pill. Every man must be the best version of himself. Work daily on yourself. Just do your best and be a man in every way possible. Remember that tall Biden? Yes, obviously a clone or an actor. Just stay clear of the user. There you go. 99% of the time, we don't disagree on the stream. Well, I mean, we're going to have disagreements. It's life. There's a couple guys that disagree with me, which is fine. I won't ban them. Have your opinion, right? The red states are the last hope for keeping the U.S. stable. Blue states are going to hell. I would agree with that statement. The most liberal states are the one. I mean, look at California. Look at everybody moving out of California. Even libs. $5 minutes to get out of your own house. Can you believe that? And you know how it probably happens more than people will admit. I'm an official black pearl, all about acceptance and chasing sustainability. Wonder how it got to be termed black pill. I heard like there was a white pill. Like, what are these pills? I am John. Good to see you, brother. Hope you are well. How is Mexico? Did you go in December, right? Men can understand generalities. Women can't. That's why relationships are so hard. We have different definitions and understandings of different things, right? How's the green tea? I don't know how Gregory's doing with the green tea. The biggest problem is men are wasting their time. Make your 5-year plan and focus on your... Yep, a lot of time wasters. A lot of time wasters. I would like that as well. But, you know, a lot of people hate America. Simple as that. Well said, results. You don't have to open it unless they have a court order. Just got back again last night. Awesome. Any issues? Society, women, and government have broken the contract with men. It treats us like crap and yet still expects us to go die in wars. There definitely is. It's kind of lopsided, isn't it, Trogue? Giving up our seat in the lifeboat and getting crushed and divorced. Men have it harder, I think. I definitely do think that there is a definite division of hardness for the sexes. Glad you had a great time. Well said, Joara. I agree with that statement. Here in Brooklyn, they still have garbage can on the city street thanks to more. Yeah, I wonder how that's going out there, Jerron Markel. How's that new mayor doing? Marriage doesn't work now because the culture doesn't teach traditional roles anymore. It's a good point. Or traditional roles are not valued anymore. Not all women are bad. We think that 98%, or I at least believe that 98% of women are not recommended. Black pill is 90% about looks and looks maxing. They say like women only care about looks, but that's pure BS. I think women is the last frontier of trying to figure out. That's the last frontier of exploration. Women's brain and men's brain. No violence down there. No issues with, says Gone with John in Mexico. There you go. Men have it way harder than a female, says John Markel. Shaka says, black pill was never about females. Results, I got no game. I'm not worried about it. Hey, whatever. Again, if you like fishing, and I got a buddy, he doesn't even know anything about the pills, but I guarantee he's not interested in ladies. He just fishes all day. Golf, fishes, and hangs out with his bros. 55 years old, happy as a clam. Been divorced 20 years, never had a relationship since, and doesn't give a damn. Back in the early 2000s, the black pill meant genetics and good looks was the only thing that got the girls. Basically, the Superman or Giga. Possibly. Any advice for getting into sales? Just go sell a product. Buy a product at wholesale and sell it at retail. Or buy and flip cars or motorcycles if you're in Vietnam. Go buy a couple of scooters and flip them. If you want to get into sales, online sales, like you're doing something off your computer, there's a lot of jobs that'll do that. You can work, but a lot of them want you in the States. That's a problem. I didn't vote for moron. I vote for blank. Oh yeah, he was the guardian angel. However, to my satisfaction, I've heard conversations of other white retarded feminazi who now have voter remorse. Guy, it's just a big emotional wave. That's why they do it. It's not about playing games with women, but if man got no communication style, skills, he stays single. Well said. Life is about communication. Remember when Donovan said his wife was a 9.5? Yeah. He's an interesting dude. I hope things change for the better there. It's a shame what they did to that city. They had a court order. I had no clue that a scheme was in play until I slept in my car that night. Damn. I have great communication skills, just refuse to participate at my age in the state of things. And, well, it's risky. Let's be real. It's risky, and it's difficult to deal with some of these gals. You know, it's a different world we live in. I flip dollars and I flip hoes. There you go. Dating in 2075, she will say in her Tinder profile, if you want to date me, buy food for my 10 cats and 5 dogs. I have been seeing more and more women on the trails with dogs. Like, just every girl has a dog. Every girl has a damn dog. And they're big dogs. Jawar says, Rat doesn't look. I'm going to be 54. 54 this year. Go fig. You just got to think positive. You got optimum health. And just do the things every day that push you. Difficult to find peace with women. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's pretty difficult with a lot of modern women, especially in the West. I'm glad that God made me a man, or the divine creator made me a man. How did the husband of Aquaria Richards not see early on that she was good? Maybe he got locked. I mean, I know he was several years older than her. Maybe he got, lost in her beauty or the fantasy of her. Who knows? Rad the youngster. There you go. I'd rather blank to blank than to chase women. No, whatever keeps you out of danger, right? And there's something about Mary. Ben Stiller says that someone tells Ben Stiller, don't go out with a loaded blank when he's going on a date. There's going to be lawyers back in the day. Warrior of God says, the red pill is the only truth. The red pill has taken a very different approach than it has, I would say in the last 3 years. There's been a huge decline of content, even participation in the chats and views. My views used to get, maybe 1,000 views, 1,500 when I was on my original channel, which is still there, but I just don't really post anymore. Maybe I'll get it going again, but there's more of a community on the 2.0, this one, but you're seeing there's still the OGs of the space, but I don't know. There's a very different dynamic. Maybe people are getting just burnt out on it. I mean, there's days where I'm like, people will text me and say, hey, you're going to do a live stream this week? I said, maybe. I've lost a lot of ideas what to talk about. I feel like I talk about the same thing, or at least have a participation of the same thing. My dream is to retire, open a convenience store, and only sell boxed wine, cat food, and cat litter. You will probably make a fortune. I have not watched The Lincoln Lawyer. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end it here at an hour. And I appreciate everybody being here and commenting and participating. We can't do this without everybody's participation. It takes a while to talk and to read all your comments and keep the theme going. But I will say this, we will constantly lose if you chase women. You put yourself in the back seat, which is not a good place to be. Focus on other things. With that being said, I'm out. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great Sunday. Peace.